Hello, I'm testing. Yes, very good. Hello, this is Sung Jung from South Korea. I'm just read a book about the science of personal achievement. This is one of the greatest book from Napoleon Hills, uh, written by Napoleon Hill in Foundation. It's and then this is from live recording. I gonna read and through, and then talk about the Napoleon Hill's book. Okay, I'm gonna start now. Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, has sold more than 80 million copies since its initial published in 1937. His principle and insight shared with you in this book, The Science of Personal has been tested and proven successful by millions of people worldwide. Here's the backstory. Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest people in the United States, wanted his success to be within within reach of people who don't have time to investigate how others had made their monies. At age of 12, he has worked as a bobbin boy in a cotton factory, earning $1 $20 a week a week. And at 66, he sold his steel company for 480 million, which would equal about 309 billion today. Carnegie identified several principles that he believed to be responsible for his success, and he asked Napoleon Hill, then a mountain reporter, to dedicate 20 years of his life to testing the soundness of this principle by studying the achievement of various individuals across different careers in the industry. The result he envisioned would be a formula of personal achievement that anyone could follow to attain their vision of success. Carnegie believed this formula should be taught in all public schools and colleges. He maintained that it would revolutionize entire education system and reduce the time spent in school by over half. The pact Napoleon Hill gathers by studying the success of journeys over 500 of America's greatest entrepreneurs, innovators, and leaders are shared in these books. Science of Personal Achievement. They will give you an excellent idea of what you are capable of, provided you know what you want. The word riches is used throughout the book in the broader sense of the meaning, financial, and mental, and material wealth. This book is essential. This book is assembled from various of live recordings and radio broadcasting delivered many years ago by Napoleon Hills. The strategy they related are as clear as valid today as they were when he first holds the perfect component are their constant repetition by many other speakers and authors. You will discover what may have been one of the first link between thought and action and how you can benefit from it. Every chapter introduced one of the Dr. Hill's success principles, which build on each other as you read along. He clearly explained why and how each step has worked in every generation to help people think, achieve, and reach. Introduction. Burning desire. Greatest achievement were at first nothing but dreams in the mind of people who know that dreams are seedlings of all achievement. Burning desire to be and to do is starting point from where the dreamer must. More than 20 years was spending interviewing Andrews, America's best known as most successful people, including W. Clement Stone, Alexander Graham Bell, William H. Taft, former President of the United States, John uh, John Wanamaker, Philadelphia Merchant King, Woodrow Wilson, former President of the United States, Aubrey Firestone, Mr. Frank France, W. F. W. Woolworth, and Theodore Roosevelt, former President of the United States. In the science of personal achievement, you see the means of kindle of fire of burning the dying. The 17 universal principle of success explained in this book are composite or the techniques used by all the greatest people. They learned these methods through trial and error. Here you can learn them from someone who researched and organized them at direction of skilled magnate Andrew Carnegie. 17 principles are listed in specific order. The beauty of this is that after you have read entire book, you can you can then pick and choose the principle on which to focus depending on your current needs. I was born in the mountain of Virginia, famous for the three things: letter snakes, Mountain Dew, and living in office. I never had a pair of shoes until I was 10 years old. I never saw the railroad train until I was 12. Later on, I discovered why my father named me Williams. I have a great uncle, or did have before he died, in Memphis, Tennessee, by name of an hill. He was a millionaire cotton. I think it stopped right there. You know why my father named me Napoleon. We expected that he would leave some of his money to me and a amount of my having his name. But when the will was read and I was the age of 14, he had left out the entire branch of the hills from where I came from. He had left out the entire branch of hills from where whence from whence I came. I think that was greatest favor that anybody ever did me because I know what happened to the one who did get the money. Would you mind asking what? What? Nothing. Though I have had no inheritance, had to go to work, and I learned to make my own money. The next best thing that ever happened to me was when I was assigned by Andrew Carnegie to devote 20 years to building of his philosophies. One of his conditions was that I should on my own way as I went along without any subsidy from him. I went I went to tell you right now. I thought that was a disaster, but that was another grand blessing that came into my life. Having having to earn my own ways, I soon learned I soon learned how to do it. And long before the Mr. Carnegie died, I didn't need him anymore, financially or otherwise. I could make my own way. Carnegie was very smart in throwing me out on my own like that. He wanted me to learn to apply this philosophy as I went along to make it work for myself. And he said a success philosopher living in the gutter without any monies and it should it should not shine and needy or shave is no good example of selling success. If you wanted to successful helping other people to success, demonstrated that you can make your own philosophy work. And I think I have done that quite adequately and at all levels. Well, let me tell you the story of how I came to meet Andrew Carnegie. First of all, when I was in the early teens, I wanted to go away to college, but I didn't have any money. So I made arrangement with the Caswell College to work my way through and took several course, secretarial course. When I finished, I look around and had an inspiration that had been far-reaching and has affected millions of people and will affect millions of people, some of them not yet born. I did something that has never been done before nor afterward. As far as I know, in the way of ensuring that I would go to work to man that I choose. I recognize that if I picked out a very successful, very prosperous, and very wealthy man and could work for him in close contact as a secretary, that I would appropriate all his friend and much of his knowledge, and it would be worse, uh, spe- spen- spontaneous, stupendous amount to me. I finally choose general purpose years over Virginia. He owned railroad, chain of bank, and chain of sawmill, and chain of coal mine, and additional to that, he was several members of the one of the important law firms in the state of Virginia. I made up my mind that General here, uh, Ayer, Ayers was going to have the general, the greatest fortune of giving me the first job. And here is how I broke the news to him. I wrote him a letter saying, "Dear General uh, Ayers, I have just completed a secretary course at Casual Business College, and I know you will be glad to hear that I have chosen you as my first employer. I'm willing to go to work for you under condition. I will work for first 3 months and then pay salary of the any amount you name per month of that privilege, with the understanding that if on end of these 3 months you wish to continue my service, you will pay me that same salary, because but meanwhile you will allow me to put on the cuff what I own you, and you can you can take it out of what you own me if you continue my service. Sincerely, Napoleon Hill. I guess that put him on the spot, didn't it? He didn't answer to my letter. He called my father on the telephone and said, "I wanted you to send me that boy. I wanted to look at him." He didn't say anything about employing me. I went to his huge law office. He got up from his desk and then he walked all the way around me 3 or 4 times, never opened his mouth. Then he went back and sat down at his desk at his desk, and he said, "I wish to ask you just one question. Did you write that letter yourself, or did someone tell tell you what to write?" Said I said, "General Ayers, I wrote that letter myself. I meant every word of it." He said, "That's just what I thought after I look at you over, and you will you will go to work tomorrow morning, secretarial department at regular beginning salary." In these days, the regular beginning salary was fabulous, $50 a month. Later on, when my brother and I met matriculated at Georgetown University Law School, intending to become lawyers, I looked around and made a contract with a magazine to write story about the successful man. Meanwhile, I had become newspaper man, a cub report, and was fairly good at writing everything. Fortunately, I was assigned to Andrew Carnegie, the wealthiest man in the world at that time, as the Fortunately, I assigned to Andrew Carnegie, the wealthiest man in the world at that time, and known worldwide as being the best picker of men. That's how he becomes successful. He knows, he knew how to successful around himself with mastermind alliance who could do the things that he needed to have done. And nobody please believe me, nobody ever rise above mediocrity who has not good. Uh, Please believe me, nobody ever rise above mediocrity who does not learn to use brain of other people and something of money of other people too. We call it OPB and OPM, other people's brain and other people's money. And it took a combination of two believe, believe you me.